We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. Jose Canseco, with less than a month to play, the man who sits atop the home run leaderboard looks to add some insurance to his lead next. David Wells gets handed the ball for the fourth and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, we're awfully lucky in this. We're going to get a chance to see one of the top pitchers in the AL this year. As a matter of fact, this guy has a legit shot to win the Cy Young Award. He doesn't walk a lot of guys. And one of the other things he does, he pitches deep into games.
Fouled away.
First pitch, 7:06.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting nine for this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, this club really wants to see something positive out of Joe Panik. He really struggled last month. Less than 10 hits over that span. That's definitely not good, and that's something he really needs to improve on in this new month.
Batting third, the left fielder, Gurriel.
Next to hit is Lourdes Gurriel. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Line but speared on a hop. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Blue Jays nothing, Yankees coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the show. Tanner Roark gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
First delivery to him. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. To short. Panik's got it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting second.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
And that one yanked just foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, they have to avoid the sweep right here, especially a 4-game sweep. That can be devastating to the psyche of a team. It's okay. It happens. Throughout the course of a season, you're going to drop 3 in a row. But to get pounded 4 games by the same team can happen.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Batting third.
Here comes Tino Martinez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. Throw in time and the side is retired. Nothing in the Yankee first. We'll head to the second at the stadium with no score. Here's George Springer.
Leading off for Toronto, the center fielder, number 4, George.
First pitch of the AB on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. On his way to second is Springer. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers and 42 runs batted in.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Rendell Grichuk is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Stepping up is Cecil Fielder. These two have not faced each other at the major league level.
Cecil Fielder.
And now the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball, really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
The 1-2 pitch. hit high and deep to right center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there, too. Do not test this guy's arm.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bottom of the second here with no score. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And it's fouled away. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gurriel is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting fifth. The right
so now here is Tim Raines. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. The relay. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Kevin Biggio stepping up now. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Center fielder going back. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
Alejandro Kirk is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. Biggio stands at second with no outs. Line hard deep into left. Canseco is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So now a runner on at second with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panik. Good curveball there, clipped the outside black for a called strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat to the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can...
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. 1 left for Toronto. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in will be Jason Kendall as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The catcher.
In the air down the line in left.
Kendall.
A 1 pitch on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. Panic to his right. He has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Wade.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Wade Boggs comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Nope, that's inside.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of the ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Derrick Jeter will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Lifted down the line in left.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Lourdes Gurriel becomes the first out of the inning. George Springer the next to hit. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding his zone.
And he sends it the other way toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So 2 out, nobody on. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays go down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward the rookie outfielder Bernie Williams.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Popped up. Guerrero has room in foul territory. 1 out.
Up next for the Yankees.
So 1 out, nobody aboard, and that brings up Tino Martinez. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 home. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Simeon's got it. And there's out number 2.
Now back, the designated
Now to bat, Cecil Fielder flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-0.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Count is 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Through 4, still tied, nothing. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Kendall has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Rendell Grichuk is at the plate as he watches ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The first baseman, number 8, Cavan Biggio.
Stepping in next, Cavan Biggio. He doubled his last time up. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Halfway home, still no score. Now at the plate is Jose Canseco. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Jose Canseco.
First offering. Swing and a miss that time. Strike 1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
The right fielder, number 31, Tim Raines.
Next, here is Tim Raines. Worked a walk his first time up. And the pitch. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Fouled away. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1 and 2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Up next,
two down, no one on base. And batting next to be Alfonso Soriano. And now the first pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
In there, 2-1.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get some.
Oh, look at Semien. Hey, now. 3 thumbs up. The batter will be Alejandro Kirk. He'll get us going for the Jays in their half of the 6th. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Joe Panic. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And it's fouled away. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Next, it'll be Marcus Semien. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
Williams finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. We are still scoreless. Now to the plate, Jason Kendall comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The catcher, Jason.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Swinging a soft liner, and this will be no problem over a third, and there's the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He singled in his first AB.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
A ball and a strike now. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gurriel is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derrick Jeter.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Derrick Jeter. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. In there for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 21 for him on the season as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
At the plate now, Bernie Williams. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
So stepping in is Tino Martinez. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. No balls and a strike to count. Williams leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
You could tell this guy's got great feel for all his stuff right now. To break out that nasty hammer right there, this guy's on point.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. The Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. Now 1-0. So now into the box is Lourdes Gurriel. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. 2-1 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Williams has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The center fielder.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Fouled off. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
And that's got to fire you up right there, boys. This guy has been on the bump all game. Now it's late, and he's still throwing challenge pitch after challenge pitch. Think he's feeling frisky?
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Cecil Fielder. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only one run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Inside, ball 1.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting the left field.
So next to bat will be Jose Canseco. First pitch on its way.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0 to the Yankees left fielder. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
High and deep down the left field line.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 31.
Next to hit, Tim Raines struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the AB now.
That's a ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. The pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Springer, still going back. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Shot to right center. Season for him, and this is now nothing lead for the Yankees.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound.
Number 69.
And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Ran it in on him as this is bounced toward short. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 2-0 New York. Ready to begin the 8th and set to go as the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hard hit ball to second, reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these 2 guys in our 2-0 ball game. Rendell Grichuk stands in as he can't connect here, 0-1.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now back, the first baseman.
Striding in is Kevin Biggio. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he lays off there 1-0.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Williams able to track it down for the third out. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Ready now is Jason Kendall. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
The catcher.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Behind 0-2 now. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch, the 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
A bouncer to the left side, scooped up, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Next one, Alan Trammell will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with 1 away.
Alan.
He swings and lines it to left. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
Now batting,
digging in next, Derrick Jeter. Now here's the first offering. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Back goes Springer. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Alan Trammell remains in the game playing third after entering the game as a pinch hitter in the previous half inning.
Number 71, Alan.
Now to the plate, here is Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Leading off for Toronto, the catcher, Alejandro.
First pitch of the AB now.
Count 1-0.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. 1-1 the count. Now here's the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Payoff pitch one more time. Count still full, 3-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Stepping in for the Jays, Joe Penn. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Range will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and up next to Berkeley area native Marcus Simeon, lifted down the line in left. The 0-1 pitch.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
The 0-2 once more.
Oh, that's out.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, his struggles continue.
Now
it's been a rough go-of-it at the plate with him. And watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Lourdes Gurriel is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The New York Yankees earned their 119th win, most in the division. David Wells records his 21st win of the year and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Tanner Roark pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 2 runs on